Hello everyone, it's your favorite Senso Tech Jedi Lisa here, and in this next video in the Admin Center playlist, we are going to be talking about concern reports. Now, concern reports are the ability for your students to have a toolbar, or it's an extension that you can pull down from the Senso extension, a little pull down list on Chromebooks that allows them to report any concerns, most likely them being bullied by someone online or within the school district. So there are a few options that you have when setting up concern reports. You see I've gone and clicked in the area and I have some concern reports already, but I'm going to walk you through how to get the toolbar out to those devices first. We're going to create some concerns on both a Chromebook and a Windows device, and then I will show you how you can set it up and look at those concerns here. So the first thing I want to show you is that you'll see that you have the option when turning this on that you can have students have the ability to submit anonymous reports. Now, one of the options that we give you is that you can actually uncover those anonymous reports. In some cases, you're going to find that these reports come in, someone is going to be harmed or harm themselves, and you would want to see who submitted that report so that a safety officer, a counselor, a principal, whomever would be able to speak to that student. So just remember, this is in the settings area. You would want to check that box to uncover anonymous reports and click Save. So let's go into the main console area and let's talk about how to get the toolbar where the concern report button resides out to your devices. Now, if you are an enterprise user or you have this as part of your safeguarding package, you will see that you have a toolbar module included in your group of tools. I highly suggest setting up this toolbar as a policy that will always keep this toolbar present on your devices, because if you just use the toolbar as a module tool, the next time the Senso client refreshes itself, it will just then remove that toolbar away and they won't have access to it. So please reference the link in the description to the video about how to set up policies, and in that policy you would choose toolbar. Now for the toolbar, you have options within here as well. You can show support ticket option. We do have a support desk option that is in beta. If you would like to speak to us about that, please contact your customer support representative, or we have videos that are showing the progress we're making with support desk. I'm going to turn that off for this video because we're just focusing on concern reports. Anonymous reports. You can force them to not be able to do anonymous reports. They have to give you their name, or it will grab their username when they submit it, or if you check that box, then they have the option if they don't want to submit their username from the device that they're submitting the concern report from. Show pin groups options. Again, that's a different feature for creating ad hoc pin groups. That's going to be in a different video. I will put a link to the KB article and video about the pin group in the description below. And then show raise concern option. This is what we're focusing on today. This is what we want to be there for that toolbar that's going to show up on our devices. So I'm going to select the devices today, go ahead and run it. I'm going to show you what it looks like separately on a Chromebook versus a Windows device. So let me reach over here and let's go ahead and let's take a couple of these devices and bring them into tabbed view so it's easier for you to see. This is what it looks like on a Chromebook. Up here in the extension list, so typically I always suggest pinning the Senso extension to this area right here so that it's easy for students to find this information. Now it will show the options outside of what you've chosen. It's going to show you the join pin group, report a concern, even though that's not selected, that's just hard coded into this option. And then view messages is actually messages that have been sent to the Chromebook. You can send static messages to these Chromebooks from a different tool called send message, and those were where those messages will reside. So report a concern, if a student clicks on that, it takes them to this screen. Here they can have a description of the concern. Help, please. And then the description of what they feel is happening that they're reporting. They can remain anonymous, or they can deselect that. So for this one, I'm going to say remain anonymous on there, and they can also choose an image that they have screenshot. And our devs have given them a little information thing down there. You may not know how to take a screenshot on a Chromebook, so to be helpful, they've given them instructions on how to take that screenshot, and then they'd be able to choose that file and upload it. Then they're going to go ahead and send that report on in. Now on the Chromebooks, you get a few more options. So, or excuse me, Windows devices, you get a few more options. So I'm going to come over here to my toolbar and I'm going to click on Report Concern and open that box up. It's going to look slightly different than the one that we just chose. Now you'll see here you can actually report to a specific user. And in this one, they can actually pick who they want to send this report into. So in the Admin Center, if you want to set that option up for your users, you will need to change that in roles. So you will go to Manage Roles, Safety Officer, Counselor, Principal role, whomever you would like to have access to view the concern logs and have these concern logs come to them. Then you would go into the details of that role, go over to permissions, and you would want to allow concern reports direct to user. And also you want to choose View All Concern Reports. Now down here in the logging area, if you want them to have access to other options as far as safeguarding, that's going to be different. But in this context, we are just changing it so that they can view the concern logs that are sent to them and be listed as a user that a student can choose from that list. Okay. So go back over here. I'm going to report to a specific user, Mrs. Supertext. There can be many users in there. So again, it's all based off of that role that you set up. I would definitely suggest creating a separate concern report safeguarding role that then can be attached to your users. And remember, users can have multiple roles. So in this description, I'm going to say bully alert. Again, they will probably be more descriptive about what's going on. They can include that screen capture. Go ahead and capture the screen there. And then when they click send, this is where it will give them the option if they want to report it anonymously or not. Yes or no. If they say yes, it will show up as anonymous. If they say no, it will grab the username from the device that they're on and attach that to the concern report. And then once they've sent it in, they'll get a little box there that will say report sent. Since they have sent it, that we can go ahead and close that box down, and let's look at it in the Admin Center here. So you would go down to Concern Reports. This is where your concern reports will start being added in for those users that have access to see these. You'll see the message. If they have given a screenshot, then there's a screenshot there. If not, it will say image not found, meaning they didn't attach a file or send in a screenshot. You'll see that it was done anonymous, or if they chose not to be anonymous, that the information is there. Now you have report options as well. Within the report options, this is where you can go in and uncover identity. We chose that option before so that we had this ability to do that. When you uncover their identity, it is going to give you a message about doing this. Please refer to any government guidelines. That's on you, and any requirements for anonymous reporting. Make sure you read this note and you understand what it is that you are confirming that you are doing when you uncover anonymous reports. When you click confirm, then it will display the information to you about who submitted this report anonymously, and then you can click close when you're done with that. So that is concern reports. You did see in there about CPOMs and My Concern. Those are UK specific safeguarding features. You'll need to look for the videos that have been created specifically for those items that will be labeled My Concern and CPOMs. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.